for hanging. Thanks for being here. And thanks everyone for typing active, everyone that entered the giveaway.
Is it too late to enter?
Yes, it's too late to enter, unfortunately. Real quick, I'm gonna roll, and we're gonna announce the winner. I'll just PM you guys something, and then we'll get your address and such. Don't worry, we have 2 of them to give away today. If you guys want to see them. 2 of them from Wormwood Gaming, because they're super awesome. They gave this to us for free. Register.
Wormwood.
You got a couple moments to respond in chat. This is what it is. If they don't accept, I'll just do it silently in chat and re-roll while I GM. But congrats, Register. And thanks for tuning into the show, and let's get back into the session. What do you guys want to do? What are you guys doing?
We are inadvertently murdering people.
That is
Yes.
true.
I want to cleanse my soul of all my sins.
That's,
Good luck with that.
As long as it takes under 10 minutes.
roll
We don't
me
have
a
time for this shit.
flogging check.
Okay, is that athletics or is that dexterity?
I'm pretty sure that's under Arcana.
Is it Arcana?
Yo, it's a mix of religion and athletics together.
Okay, so one of each? I'm dead. Like
Are
if
you
I need to
actually
purge
going to
my
flog
sins,
yourself?
if that's what it takes. No,
Oh.
no, I'm good. I'm good.
I just imagine, like,
Yondal is the guy.
you guys
This couldn't
get
get
to-
more weird. Like
you get to, like,
I don't
the
want to cut off
entrance.
the dude's head and then be like, ah! Like,
ready
no.
to, you know, you get all ready to set up the traps, and then Randall just like drops down, just forgive me. Why,
I just
mother?
go all Da Vinci code on this shit. Yeah.
So you tie up and gag and murder a dude, and your solution is then to whip yourself.
Hey man, that's
Hey,
that's
man.
a
I think you're
pretty-
supposed to whip him first.
honestly.
They don't call me Randy Randall Beauregard for nothing.
God.
Will you please shut up?
Yeah, you'll have to explain why they call you that later.
I don't think they call him that. All right. So
Who's they?
Who else
guys
actually calls you that?
Foot in the grave and a hand in the
I'm
hole.
gonna put the finishing touches on your guys' map here and drag y'all into it if Roll20 will cooperate.
Tenchi
the-
thought you were just drinking milk, like
Yeah,
straight
I
out of
really
the
does.
carton. At
Ignore
first, I
that.
was like, "Wow, that's hardcore."
That's
There y'all
body
go.
good.
Can you guys see that?
Oh,
Bosh. All right.
hey, I remember to click my
Oh,
portrait, then hit initiative this time. I'll probably forget by the time we do.
So, again, going to explain this I explained it a little bit. You guys have, I've got this bush right here. That is your trap. I figured, you know, you guys would be disguising them. You said you were going to camouflage them with leaves and branches and such. Randall is currently diving into the trap.
I'm hiding it with my face.
So, don't you hide behind the dead
If I
body? you
remember
buried?
correctly, during the last session, I already laid the framework for most of it by having ropes and the climbing spikes, the pitons or pitons.
You actually didn't have those, the climbing spikes, and that was
Yeah.
why you couldn't do most of it. You didn't
that's
have
right.
that or the
So
munitions.
I
You
ran
had
the rope. I ran the rope and already disguised it with like mud and leaves. So
Yeah.
that's a step. So now it's just a matter of like adding the spikes and the explosives to it.
So yeah, I'd assume you've got like a couple of you can fucking arrange them however you'd like. Let's put a couple there. Look at that. Professional GM here.
Oh my
I
god!
couldn't
Bushes.
find anything for like bombs.
Bushes.
That wasn't,
Bushes,
you know,
Tom.
that wasn't just a straight up like ticking time bomb, and I was like, that's not really.
It,
Yeah,
it looks
'cause
like
that would
half
be
the
question.
RPG Maker game.
A quick
is on Steam
question
right now.
about, like, real quick question about these explosives. We had to light them last time. You're telling me while I'm trying to set the trap, if I roll a crit 1, they're gonna explode?
Well, you have
dropping
to.
them?
So you have to find a mechanism to light them, or else the trap won't work.
I have that sorted. We're gonna throw a torch in it. I'm not gonna light them.
Oh my god. I'd say are you gonna set them up like a chain of?
Yeah,
Like
so
they
the
just-
idea
one
is,
just goes
the idea is when they hit the tripwire, it's going to be
Yeah.
one tripwire that triggers it, and when it hits the tripwire, it just like the rope yanks out, and all the bombs are just going to like fall.
They're gonna.
They're-
Okay, so you're not putting them in the ground. You're gonna put them above.
They're going to be elevated slightly just on the side of the road.
Okay.
Walk through this vineyard, please.
Not sketchy at all.
Can't we just like make a fuse? Can't we like disassemble one of the bombs and like get like powder and like weave a fuse real quick?
That's absolutely.
I have
I'm being
oil.
serious.
Remember no, that's why we have oil. Remember?
We have oil. We got oil.
Remember
So
how I
it doesn't
bought
make a
multiple jars of oil? I thought
Oh,
this,
to run
So
a path
there's-
with, like, light it and
Here's
like that.
here's how I'll put this and justify this. You guys have multiple pounds of explosives. You've got oil that you're laying down. You're also raising them up. So potentially falling, hitting something could spark it, or you guys having steel and everything on you. Anything touching those might spark. And you're also, if you're activating them with a torch, might catch
It's
the
also
oil,
night-
which might
It's also nighttime, so torches might be something that are happening right now.
It's
I'm not carrying a torch. While
it's
I'm
about like
spreading
it's
the
actually a
bombs.
good point because I was going to tell you guys it is about 7-ish. So like the sun has started to come down. It isn't fully night now. When it's full nighttime, the DC for these checks will go up.
Even if they have dark vision.
I'm going to point out that
With
we-
dark vision, no,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
already.
I'm gonna say that the idea of us like accidentally blowing ourselves up is so funny that I'm gonna forget that I have dark vision, light a torch anyway, and just start pouring oil on the ground while I'm holding a torch.
Just remember, if you throwing a man to the moon wasn't out of the question, random explosions also aren't. But it is. I have made it hard. So again, to explain to the viewers, so I don't catch any flack, and so you guys know, there is a set DC for all of these checks. They don't change based on anything unless nighttime comes and you don't have dark vision. It will take longer if you fail the checks. 2 failed checks on a trap will completely, it'll be a blunder, right? You accidentally cut it open and you can use the powder from it for another one, but that trap will be considered void, null and void. A crit fail on any trap will trigger the trap. Depending on how fully set up it is, you might take 10d10, you might take 5d10. I will give you a dex save if it explodes, and this is also during the fight if it explodes. If you make the dex save, which is a hard DC of 15, you will take half damage. If you are more than 10 feet away, you'll only take 1/4 damage. 3 nat 1s during this will set off every single trap. So, how do you guys want to? Do you have
Seems
a
fair
paintbrush?
to me.
You have a paintbrush option if you guys want to intricately lay this trap and roleplay among yourselves how you're going to do it.
Can't we
take
just like
the floor.
shoot the guy with an arrow? Like,
Hey man, you guys are the ones that wanted to set up the trap with the munitions.
Well, you didn't tell me that setting up the trap was
Yeah.
also a death trap for ourselves.
You almost killed your entire party by throwing one.
because someone
Almost.
decided that the number I roll equals three.
can we really quickly go over like we just really intricately went over what it takes to set up a trap. Can we really intricately go over what it takes to throw one of these fuckers after we lit it?
Yeah,
And then
it's-
knowing that, maybe we'll opt to do that instead.
Okay, so if you want to throw one, it's just a base athletics check, and just how we've done it, the amount that you roll under the check is how
How many
far.
feet it goes?
Under the DC is how far it actually goes. So if it's like a 15 to hit them, the 15 will be the breaking point to hit them in their general area. If it's below the 15, if you roll below the 15 and it's a 12, you'll only get it 12 feet.
Even if they're like 40 feet away?
I mean, it depends on the farther they are away, the harder they are to hit.
Yeah.
So
See, that's what confused me because
Yeah.
I was aiming at a target that was like 35 feet
if
away.
they're
I'm
like 40 feet away, like the DC is a 20 to a 25 to hit them because it's going to be somewhat impossible to like light it and then get ready and actually be super precise and then throw it fully. They are pretty heavy. Like it's not like 1 pound; it's a couple pounds.
Can we
I'm
cut
gonna,
them in half?
I'm gonna suggest then that we use a simpler trap, one that doesn't result in such a high probability of one of us dying.
I agree.
Well, I can use
Like,
my
even
mage
for-
hand to plant them too.
Yeah, that's possible.
It's a cantrip I can continually cast, and it lasts for a minute. It travels up to 30 feet.
Okay.
Life hacks.
Like even from a roleplay standpoint, I'd say
And we've done it
Goto
before.
kind of surveys the trap as he's getting ready to set it and is just realizing this could go very, very badly very quickly. And then suggest an alternative trap. We could just bury the bombs in the road, but not deep. Then scatter oil. You throw fire at it when they pass.
It sounds great to me. Let's see, would that work?
Would I think that could work?
Roll me. I'd say roll me just a flat intelligence check. That's a save. Well, is your save any
shit.
different from a
Yeah,
check?
that's the same. Doesn't count.
If it's the same as his check, I'll just give me an intelligence check.
Oh, do you want me to roll?
Yeah,
again?
just re-roll it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Last
DM.
night.
You know, like, it might, if they were buried a little too far, then they wouldn't go off because the fire wouldn't be able to get down. If they were buried too close, then maybe, but they wouldn't be, they might not be the most reliable. It might take a little while for the fire to burn through whatever's on top of them.
Just
What
fight
if
this
what if
guy.
I hit it with a fireball?
If you hit it with a fireball, then yes, it will go off.
Or yeah,
You keep one bomb. We bury the rest. You throw the bomb, or use magic hand. Move bomb.
Yeah.
Blow up the rest.
would the bomb would the mage hand be able to move it fast enough into position? Like I could see what the fuse, I could assume what the fuse is, or pull a fuse out even, and see how long it burns. Could I move the mage hand quickly enough from cover to the spot to get it to blow everything up without them being able, like, holy shit, there's a very slow moving dynamite. They're just what is that?
So like with that 20, you'd assume that you can move the bomb, but you're not like entirely sure if you could, light it, make the mage hand move, and then hopefully get it in position by the time they get there. Also, taking into account maybe wanting the bulk of the force to be in the middle of the explosion and not at the entrance, it's kind of a toss.
Instead of mage handing it straight at them, you could also put it above them and drop it so that it just lands and goes off.
Yeah, I would have like the mage hand out, like, all right, there we hear them. It's a minute duration. Hold the bomb, and I'm just sitting there waiting to light it, and then just move out. Or I could, if I have one of my spells, I might be able to hit it, like you said, and blow it up. I almost think we want to get the most effectiveness out of this, so if we can wait for them all to move in and then I can just fireball the thing right in the middle and hit everything, then let's just do that, I think. That seems to be, if we mess up the first 6 to 10 seconds, everything's screwed, I think. So if we just fireball it, I think it's guaranteed.
So, but how will this be triggered though? That's
If they're only a little bit in, the fireball's radius is 20 feet. So if
Okay.
I hit the ground,
I was curious about the radius. I'm like, well, that might not be large, but
will the fireball vaporize the munitions or set them off?
It set them off before.
I mean, it's gonna set them off like it did last time, right?
You hit them. Didn't you hit them with a fireball before?
No.
No, we lit it. We lit it.
No,
Oh,
I
then
haven't
you wouldn't
even
know.
used fireball yet.
You wouldn't know. But I mean, you could assume it's fire, it's powder. Like from when you inspected, like it is flammable powder. So any contact with fire will set them off.
So I mean, if we plug these within 40 feet diameter, which I don't think the path is bigger than that. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Yeah, that's the majority of this square. I can just fireball the bad boy and probably take a majority
How big is the blast radius of one of the munitions as well?
It's 15 feet.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Hold on, because I wanted it. Yeah, 15.
It's like nine.
Yeah, 15
nine
feet.
squares.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, if we want to set up however many munitions we have, like you said, we can leave one extra.
Setting up the trap with ropes and spikes may be too dangerous. Here is the plan. One bomb every 10 feet on each side of the road. Cover them with mud and leaves to make them hard to see. Brotatoe can use oil. Pour oil between them all. You throw one bomb. Fire and oil will do the rest.
Randall sparks up a torch. Sounds like a good idea to me.
Immediately snuffing out the torch with his hand. Just no.
1 point of fire damage.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be much use here. At this point, it's getting dark at this point, right?
Yeah,
By the-
yeah. You guys have been
is fine.
sitting there mulling about for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Sun's
I mean,
still
if you
coming
want,
down.
you could go jump in the bag and get the munitions for us real quick.
Yeah, just jump into the bag. We'll hold it open.
It smells like blood and piss in there. I'm gonna opt out. Like, I'm good.
Let's get to
I'll just-
work.
I'll just
It's
up it in the
getting
back.
dark.
okay.
All right. Yeah.
So
I'm
we're
gonna
digging
be
holes
helping.
now, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So the way this is gonna work is if you we're gonna do if you guys want to all do one at the same time, or if you want to do individually yours at the same time. There's going to be 3 or 4 rolls depending on what you're proficient in and what you're trying to do with the trap. So, just how are you? Are you just digging a hole and then placing the munition, and then
not even
covering it?
really digging the hole, just
Okay.
like scooping up enough dirt to make like a little indent in the ground
Okay.
and push the bomb down, almost like you're planting a seed.
Yeah.
And then just leaving like the top half of it exposed, but then putting mud and like leaves on top of it.
Okay. Okay.
Would I be able to investigate around the area to see where the best places to put these were?
Yeah. Sure. Give me an investigation check. Also based on what Gotho said. With that, like you kind of find yourself agreeing after like surveying that 1 every 10 feet, maybe 1 every 5 feet would probably be a good idea. So,
Let's do it.
mark. This is gonna be important. Mark where you guys want the bombs to be. If you want to have like a designated marker.
Where exactly is the opening of the road? In
The
trees?
opening is right up.
Okay, I see where it is on the bottom left-hand corner, bottom
Uh-huh.
right-hand corner where it's exiting. But they're coming out. Okay, I see.
They're coming out at the top,
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, so they're coming from the north, heading and then off that south.
heading
exit,
off the
right?
south path. Yeah.
Yep.
So, if you guys are you guys all individually working on bombs, or are you all doing the same one at the same time?
I mean, it's not more than a 1-person job per bomb, so I guess we're gonna split up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can someone help for
You
a
guys
better
can go
check?
in party in 2s. Yeah. If you go in party of 2s,
as
you'll
well.
get advantage.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. We'll do that.
I'm definitely going with Randall. This is gonna be great.
Okay.
We're gonna make it work. It's gonna
Yeah. Take Piranhas with Randall, especially because Piranhas can see what he's doing.
Okay.
Exactly. And I
Um,
get to re-roll ones. So.
That's
Ooh.
true. Actually, that is true. Can you do
Oh,
it
yeah.
infinitely, or
Good
is
point.
that just once?
What's that?
Can you do
That's
it
it. No,
infinitely?
anytime anyone.
Jesus Christ.
You
Pretty
can't
sure
crit
it's
fail.
infinite because you have the halfling look.
It'd be super meta. Have him
No,
plant
no, no,
all
I
the
mean,
bombs.
not like on the same. If I keep rolling a 1
2,
over and
3,
over and
2,
over on the
4.
same check,
Okay,
then I can't keep doing that. But I can re-roll as many times in a turn.
So go ahead and throw me. This is again. These rolls are more. They're more for how long they take, because they will affect you getting a long rest, or a short rest, and then also if they do come down this road, will they spring on you and you guys will miss them if you guys are sleeping and getting a long rest. So whoever's gonna do the digging, just both of you throw me a survival or a nature check. This is just the speed at which you get everything going.
Ah, shit! I can't
Okay.
convince you to like doing athletics instead.
No,
huh?
no.
Okay.
What if he stands on his hands?
Well, you get
Okay.
advantage on the
Good.
You
check.
do get advantage.
quickly, so you
I'll-
both
I can
just
do it if you want.
separate the dirt. You put the
I just did
trap
matches.
in
Okay.
and grab some nearby debris. Give me a quick intelligence check to just make sure everything is okay and not the trap
me
will
to do that?
actually. Okay,
nice.
I'm on it. I'm on it. 16s for days.
Gotho,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
If I have
advantage.
If I have,
wait, he has advantage.
Advantage.
if I have Cora
okay.
assisting me, I get advantage. Right. Also, she could, if she sees something wrong, would she not be able to, like, make her own intelligence check and point out that something's wrong?
She's so for this, I'm just gonna give you guys the flat advantage because it would just be like you guys could roll anyways. So with that,
Gotcha.
I mean, like it's you can. It looks okay. All things considered, looks okay. It might go, it might not. You've got 14 others just in case it doesn't. So, where's this one going? So I can move your bush. Is it on you, Gotho?
Move
No,
your
it's
bush.
gonna go. Well, they're coming from here down to here, right? So
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be like right here on the side of the road.
Okay. Just move your tokens where you're going to be placing them. So we'll place that one
There.
there.
Like there.
Bush bombs.
Like we're just going down like
Okay.
that, right?
All right. On to the next one. Give me another survival or nature check. We'll roll through these pretty quick.
Okay.
This is pre-oil as well. The oil is going to require something else. That one immediately, just one hand, gone. You put the bomb in. Randall, give me your nature check or survival check, whichever one.
The alphabet's hard. There it is.
Takes you a moment, but you get them going. About like 20 minutes has passed now. Give me intelligence checks, both of you guys. Okay.
I feel like I should probably be doing the intelligence check for us.
The first
They-
bush
No offense,
should be. Like,
Yeah, I
right
was thinking the
where
same thing. Why
right
intel?
There we go.
Four and I will be supervisors.
You can do it. You can do
Just
it.
clapping.
But not
Forrest
that
is
way.
strumming along. Okay, so that they both look good. They both look like they're all right. Give me another roll of checks. We'll just speed it up. Just keep going, and we'll deal with the fails. However, okay.
No.
Takes you a
Oh,
moment,
that's
That's advantage,
but
right?
yeah, you got advantage. You got advantage. Give me the intelligence. Okay.
Uranus intelligence.
Okay. Yep. Yep. It looks okay, Baranus. Could be a little better, but looks okay.
Just nitpicking everything.
See, I've drawn
All
you a
right.
picture of a horse planting these.
Okay. This one takes you a little longer to dig through and get going, but it's good for now. Looks all right. Looks all right. All rights all around. How many is this? Do you guys want to? Do you want to stop here, or do you want to keep going?
I think
how many
it
more-
looks like we've marked up pretty much the entire path with that.
Yeah.
I mean, they could stack damage. I would assume.
Oh yeah.
We
it'll
don't
stack
have like
damage, yeah.
12.
So I'll say I'm gonna go stack one more right here, right in
Okay.
the center.
All right. Give me your
The
rolls.
money shot.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And your
Well, how many
intelligence?
do we have after this?
Well, what is that?
Still
8.
got, like, 3,
So
right?
that's
9 of our 16 right there, so we still have
Yeah.
7 bombs.
Plenty
I
for
mean-
throwing.
I don't trust any of us to throw the stuff.
I do.
so
I'm gonna
after
be casting. I won't be able to.
after
throw
it's all
stuff
over, it takes you guys. I'd say it takes you guys like a total of 3 hours. Even despite it just being like a matter of just moving the dirt a little bit, it takes a little bit to actually kind of like measure it out. And you obviously don't have a measuring tape, so you have to pace it out, and then you have to make sure it's right and put it there. That's the bombs. Now you guys wanted to spread oil.
I think actually we're gonna wait till morning because I don't want the oil to like dry up overnight.
Okay, good choice.
Is there any way to prevent? I'm worried about animals and stuff disturbing this. Weather, animals, while we're sleeping.
I mean, why
I
would
didn't even consider that, but that would be fucking hilarious. Just like middle of the night.
sweet scent
I mean,
of gunpowder.
middle of the
Well,
night.
the sweet scent of bloody rare food that's buried like 10 feet away.
Keep in mind as well, like you guys haven't really had that much contact with these. You don't know if they're also pressure activated to a certain degree. You've only lit them and thrown them so far. So, if you can maybe, I don't know.
Did we not like read the back of the box? Like,
there was no manual.
I just assume there's gonna be a boar just rolling around on its back in
You-
the middle
you
of this
two-
when we go back to it.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Gotho and Fora, you guys remember from like your time in the army when sappers were called in, they would have to do like the quote unquote suicide mission of placing them and then running in and lighting them. But there have been 1 or 2 cases where they were on impact. So there's no distinguishable features from these ones. You guys never really got up close.
Gotcha.
And we don't want to plant any more of them.
I don't think we need to.
nah.
Well, I mean, 2 giants, a whole squadron of dudes, and a vampire king.
That's true.
I mean,
Plenty for throw.
do we have time to plant like 4 more? I mean, we got a couple left. after
I'd
that.
say there's about
Can we just say if we plant all of them and like only half the column is out when they go off, and then the other half comes out like, hey fuckers, like I'd much rather have stuff to
Hey,
throw.
fuckers.
Well, that's why I'm wondering about putting a couple more higher north, and maybe even a little bit more south. So as soon as they get in, we can get as many as possible.
Okay.
Or
we
even
can
or
get
even-
higher up to the northern part than here where my token is.
or even have a separate line of them. Like if we're hiding on the west side, have a separate line to the west. So as they start charging us, hit those.
West is
Yeah.
bad luck, dude.
Yeah.
Well, west. We can go west.
Okay, so
West sounds good.
we'll establish then a fallback point right here. So
And just out of range if possible.
yeah, so have Baranus and Randall do one like right up there, and then I'll do this one down here.
So,
Sweet.
like right up here by the opening.
No, like right here where I am. See here.
Oh, okay. So we want. Okay.
So that if we get in trouble, we can like fall back west and then have like another trap that we can hide behind.
Got you.
Okay, so right where our token is, Jay, we're gonna do 2 more.
okay. Cool.
I'm rolling religion on this, right? Because I'm praying I don't get my
Just roll.
ass blown off.
There's mine.
Ba-ba.
Nat 20.
All right.
14 and 20.
And intelligence.
Yep.
Swing.
Looks okay.
And then one more here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Quick dig. Looks all right. Ready to
All
go.
right. That's that. Wait, wasn't there supposed to be one here?
Yeah.
Oh,
there is
oh.
supposed to be one right there.
You only did 2 rolls.
No, the other one was.
I planted one.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
And we
Okay.
did well. We planted it so
There we
well.
go.
Yeah, I mean, most of them look like they could go off. I mean, none of you have ever really done this. The only experience you guys have had is with throwing them. So I'd say that takes you about another hour there. So you guys have about 9 hours left until he's here.
Gotcha.
Time for a bit of showtime.
Before I go to sleep, I'm going to be using I'm going to be doing like target practice away from this, but using
Throwing
using my
pebbles at him.
different magical spells to try and like beeline hit stuff because tomorrow is going to be a big day. And
Okay.
It-
How many spells do you think you're casting? Just out of curiosity.
I'll go through like 80% of my like fire spells
Okay.
for tonight. I mean, if we're
Um,
going to get a long rest, I don't really need them for anything else theoretically.
Okay.
So
Throw
that's a
me...
big theoretical.
Theoretically.
The in-game role-playing reason is just like this is the big thing. This is the whole reason I'm here, and I don't want to be the thing that prevents this from happening. Baranus really wants people to be his friend.
Oh.
He
Eat the
doesn't
potato,
have
dude.
friends.
Eat the potato.
All you had to do was eat the potato.
Spud buds, dude. Spud buds.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Half
All
the
right.
things Randall eats turns him into a freaking badger. So
It's true.
out of the 3 times I've seen him eat,
All right, so you guys are getting ready for a long rest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're gonna move south out
okay.
of the forest, I believe was the plan.
Yeah, you guys
Because
are out
we're
of the
all-
forest right now. Like
This
there's
is
a couple
like-
scraggles of trees, but for the most part, like just after this path at the south kicks off, it's just a wide open meadow. So you can camp over behind one of the trees out in this small clearing here. Baranus, roll me 4 1d20s separately.
okay. I want to be away from people.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
by the
yeah,
way. Yeah. All right. Do you want me to add anything?
No, just 4 1d20s. Okay. Okay. Oh fuck.
So
Okay.
the plan didn't go.
All right.
So real quick, can we paint a visual before we start number crunching?
Yeah. Do you want me to roll that 100?
What? Well,
Jay?
just what spell are you casting, real quick? So
are we all just like chilling around the campfire?
Yeah, I'd say
while
you guys
like,
are getting ready, setting up your
I'm like 30
setting
feet
up your
away.
camp. You kind of see Baranus go off into like a small way away from the camp, quickly telling you guys he doesn't want to hurt you or something, and starts
I'm
to
just
like,
using firebolt,
just
a little cantrip.
shoot firebolt, throw a rock in the air or a cantrip, or make something move really quickly.
I drew little pictures of things of what I think King Gray is, and I'm putting it out there to shoot him.
Of course, this would happen the last episode. All right, roll me a D100 as you cast your firebolt at a rock. You cast the firebolt, and then quickly, it hits the rock, and then you see it grow in size, and come back, and it starts to loom. You guys see a quick yelp, or hear a quick yelp as you look over, and you see this fireball go out, and then it grows, and then comes back and strikes you directly in the chest. Roll me what is fireball damage
I don't even know.
at
man. It's a lot.
3rd level? Give me a sec here. Oh god.
Did you just one shot yourself? Because that's
No, I
Okay.
have temporary hit points, so I'm okay.
Oh my god. Okay, my friend. First off, roll me
Dex.
8d6. Hold on.
Do a dex save.
Okay. Okay. Roll me 8d6 fire damage,
All right.
and then you'll make the dex save.
I'm actually going to use my what is it called?
Say it's too late. If it's something to quickly change the spell or something, it's already
well,
coming. It's already hit
once
you.
a day I can get an advantage on one roll.
I'd say I've already ruled like the
Okay.
yeah. If it's like halfling luck or anything, it's if I move past the roll already.
No,
and we're into
wild
it, then-
surge.
Yeah.
So can I re-roll the? I can re-roll the effect of the wild magic.
Hold on.
The 100? Because that would actually be pretty fun.
I mean, as long as it's not double your hit points, you're fine, right? We'll just come get you up.
yeah, what's
As long as it's not the massive damage.
Yeah, it's too wild to be affected by your meta magic, so you can't use meta magic to change it. Actually,
It's too wild.
too wild. So roll me 8d6 fire damage, buddy, and then make your dex save.
Oh.
If he rolls a dex save and gets it,
Okay. Let's do my
okay,
dex save.
36 damage.
He's dead anyway.
And then I'm gonna use what is my DC actually? It's pretty shit. if I remember
Your
correctly.
dex save, yeah, your spell save DC is 14.
It's 14.
You have to
So
beat
yeah, I'll use the wild surge to get
Wild
the 15.
card, bitches!
I'll just barely dodge that.
Cut the brakes!
the wild magic surge.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had 3
Yeah,
fucking
that's only,
sixes in there.
No. What is it
Is this
called?
for your meta magic?
Once per day, I can give something an advantage.
Okay, which one is this called? Bend luck?
Yeah, I'm looking it up real quick.
You will bend his luck.
This is bend luck, right? That you're trying to use?
Bigger luck.
Maybe.
This is you're
I'm in
referring to
Warlock.
bend luck, but I don't think. Are you guys level 6? No, you're only level 5. You don't have bend
No.
luck.
Wild magic surge. Once per turn, the DM can
Have you roll immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell, first level or higher. If you roll a 1, that's just basically that's your trigger for the wild magic's D100.
Okay, Tides of Chaos then.
Yeah, we're there. bud.
Gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
right under wild magic. Surge.
Quickly.
Is it-
What?
Sorcerers are like the magic equivalent of a monk. You just do whatever you want, don't you?
Yeah,
Like, hold
pretty
on,
much,
Let me
right?
look through my list of 87 skills here. Let me use this one. No, this one.
Yeah, I don't-
as you see it coming back, you have enough a chance just for a moment to react quickly, heightening your senses, and you jump out of the way. It still clips you in the shoulder, and you take what is that? Is that
18.
18 points of
Yeah,
fire
so that
damage?
takes out my 5 temporary, and then another 13 on top of that. So I'm down to 12.
All right, now roll me one more
Shit.
1d20 as you
I
cast
hope it's a good one.
4 spells. So all right, you're good. You're in the clear.
No,
So
I
you
cast
see
5
him-
spells.
Oh, you cast 5? All right, man. If you
Yeah.
want to up the ante against yourself, you guys see him like quickly just take a huge, massive fireball to the side of his face and shoulder, and then kind of gets like thrown a couple feet back, stands up and just dusts himself off, and then starts to cast a couple more spells just to make
Hate when
sure.
that happens.
I'm gonna-
Chris?
Randall
Are you
kind of
okay?
saunters over amidst like, all the charred ground and like burning grass that's now like all around the area. You all right, bud?
Oh, yes. It's it's like another tally mark right on the skin. It's fine.
I'll pull my sleeves back down.
Yeah, like half his clothes are fucking singed, his skin is exposed, and a little bit of his
Ra-
face
Randall-
is kind of burnt.
It unfortunately happens often.
Randall reaches up and just like pats his skin, and as he does, he restores like 20 hit points to him.
Okay. Land hands it. You feel like as he touches you, you feel it's almost like taking a hot shower after it's been a couple weeks. It just skin feels a little softer. As you look over, the burn mark is gone. Your clothes are still tattered, but you can feel your neck start to tighten as like the skin closes again, and your hair isn't fixed, but
That's amazing. You know what?
Yes,
I feel like I could do at least 3 more spells.
I start casting again.
Ah, shit.
roll me 3 1d20s.
Watch this.
Randall just stands there next to him and kind of looks up at the rocks that are
Watch
being-
this one. Watch. I won't even look at this one. See, really good, right?
None of them probably hit the damn paper.
No, he just nowhere near where he was aiming as his eyes are closed, but it's impressive enough.
You're getting better, bud.
Thanks.
Just in
Flora
the back
is
of your
just sitting
mind.
around the campfire going, crazy wizards, and then plays her flute.
Not a wizard.
In the back of your minds, I'm
Elbow
sure, like,
stays by the fire as well.
all of you guys might take note that this is the guy you're entrusting to hit the bomb tomorrow with a fireball if
what?
things go wrong.
As
What? Flora didn't agree to this.
as the fire shoots up into the sky and it kind of illuminates the scene, Randall just says quietly out loud to where Baranus can hear, "We're all gonna die tomorrow."
Yes.
Gotho's
And
still
what's
sitting by the campfire and looks over at Fora. We might die tomorrow.
Well, I'm ready to meet my maker.
Otho has already met his.
Whew, that's like the ultimate one-up right there. That's like, well, my uncle's in the Navy. Like,
My dad works at Nintendo.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, boo boo. My cousin's got a gun. Like what? No.
Oh God.
Hopefully your maker is nicer than mine was. Otho's going to sleep.
Okay, good night, Gotho. Sleep well.
He doesn't move though. He like stays right there. He just kind of puts his head down and he just goes to sleep like in that seated position.
Oh my god. You guys doing anything before you head to sleep? Anything else you want to say to each other, or?
Randall heads back to his bunk and just, or his, his little bedroll that he's laid out. Emphasis on little, because he's small. And that was stupid. And just bows his head real quick and just says, "Yondala, come quickly." And then goes to sleep.
Okay.
After tossing and turning for about 3 minutes.
Cora's not going to. She's just gonna sit out by the fire and just kind of gaze pensively at it.
Which one?
Varanus?
The whole fucking field's on.
Ryanus, are you still off casting spells, or do you?
I'll come back, sit around the fire. I'm gonna be drawing stuff as usual, and then I want to look around. Do I see any of the Fey creatures? Like, I assume they want nothing to do with us at this point.
Roll me a perception check.
Natural one.
Fuck all. It's dark as a motherfucker. Even with dark vision, just
Even
dark
with
as a
your dark
motherfucker.
Sit there.
I don't see anything.
You do kill us all, however. So.
Like in all seriousness, like as you're looking, you can't actually quite see through the unnatural blackness that surrounds the trees. Like, and if you all looked for a moment, like it would seem that it just kind of crept over the trees, almost like a black mist or a fog. But it doesn't seem to go any further out of the entrance of the forest. Nothing that you can spy though. And the trees that are on your right or left, outside of the forest here, they're not thick enough for anything to hide behind, or for it to be any dense forestries here. So, you guys heading to bed?
Go to sleep. Is
All right. Far are you
Cora
still
falls
staying?
asleep. She
I'll
falls
let-
asleep out by the fire.
Okay.
I was going to say after about 15, 20 minutes of her sitting there, Gotho just kind of looks back up like, why aren't you in bed yet? You should sleep in a bed.
I'd rather stay out here by the fire. It reminds me of. Well, I'm not sure what it reminds me of, but
Death.
Our future.
Randall's
I'd rather
muttering
stay
in
out
sleep.
here and just feels good. Feels good.
Hmm.
And then she just kind of nods off.
All right. The night passes somewhat smoothly for most of you guys. Randall, again,
Oh god.
you fall asleep for a couple of moments. It takes you a little while, tossing and turning. You can hear the trees swaying outside and the faint hint of the wind kind of passing through your little makeshift tent. You hear them snoring and Gotho just kind of sitting there silently from the other end of the fire. And as you like slip into a deeper slumber, you find yourself falling and slipping deeper and deeper and deeper. And it's almost as if like you open your eyes and wake up, but you're still dreaming. And again, it only takes a moment for this like sickly visage of these two eyes and a huge teeth grin to settle. One head this time, no second, but it's fully displayed. Yellow eyes, almost like a cat's, but the pupils like bigger than Gotho themselves, and the teeth seem to be like dripping ichor and slime from them, and it just kind of it lets out another just malevolent laugh that shakes you to your core. Your sleep is filled with that for most of the night, but from the back of your head, you can somewhat hear just your name being called faintly. You recognize the voice as Yondalis. You guys get the effects of a long rest. You're not exhausted this time. You're somewhat not used to it, but it's the second time it's happened. kind of get a feeling it's going to keep happening.
Nightmares. Yeah.
And
I just assumed you hear cackling, you look over, Baranus is just screaming and yelling and cackling for no reason.
Over my body. As I say.
you guys all wake up in the morning. It's just like it's not noon yet, but you guys slept in a little bit. Definitely didn't miss anything as you guys wake up quickly. There's no tracks going through the trail here.
Quick investigation of it. Everything seems to be in the same spot. They're good. We're ready to go.
Roll me an investigation check.
Before we move out at all, I want to recast aid to where everybody keeps their +5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Because it's been 8 hours at this point.
Okay.
So
You'll probably have to round up Gotho. As per usual, he's up first, and he's like, you can see him like 200 feet off from where everyone else is sleeping now, and he's doing what appears to be some sort of kung fu demonstration in the field, except, actually, I guess I need to roll to see how well I'm doing at it.
Yeah, just do a quick performance check.
Hold on.
Hold
Hold on. This is like a throwback to the very beginning of the campaign where you're taking my physical demonstration of dexterity and turning it into a charisma check. Okay. Give
me an acrobatics check. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Ooh,
There we
is
go.
he doing well
and
enough
then
that
give
squirrels
me
are
a
watching him?
performance check.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's perception.
Oh, nice.
It looks fantastic.
Okay. there's a noticeable difference. Well, I guess Foro is the only one who would have remembered it from the first time.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yet, but his clumsy movements as he attempted it at first are gone, and he's actually like looking very well practiced as he's doing some sort of martial arts routine, punching at the air.
It's almost like I'd say, would it be almost like you're dancing? Like
it would be a kata if you're familiar with martial arts terms.
Damn. I'm not.
Deadly dance.
Okay, Mr. Martial Arts. We can't all be martial arts experts.
If you've ever watched like a kung fu movie where they sit there and they're just like repeatedly striking at the air and spinning in circles, kicking imaginary targets, that's what he's doing.
I won't.
Except that it actually looks
like that scene, right? Yeah.
Except that this time it actually looks like he knows what he's doing, in contrast to like 2 weeks ago where he was just kind of fumbling around.
He's just windmilling at the air.
Random flailing.
So you guys wake up. You're just gonna let time pass, or you guys still have to put down the oil, right?
Well, I want to time travel.
Yeah, we can just time travel the day before and have all the time in the world.
Well, crazy thing.
I want to get in the bag of holding and just see what happens.
Just roll around.
I just want to put my head in the bag of holding and tighten it. Can we do that?
Absolutely. So Gotho's dead. Moving on.
I assumed we were doing the same thing. We were just calling it a battle against King Gray.
It's so the oil. If you guys want to lay down the oil, it's going to be a dex check, just so you don't like get any on yourself. Just in the off chance that it happens, it's not going to blow up the trap if you get a crit one on this part. By the way.
Well, once again, I could use Mage Hand to pour the oil out if I think it's not that.
I personally don't trust you after last night.
You saw nothing, okay?
I was. Okay.
Assuming no one ever came and got him, Gotho comes like 15 minutes late over there and says, "We need to put oil on the trap."
Sounds good.
It's at this point, once Gotho comes back, that Randall. I'm not gonna start calling myself Randy now. Randall drops down to one knee and performs the aid spell.
Okay.
It's aid, singular. Totally different.
Gotho's reaching into the bag and pulling out was it 4 jars of oil that we bought or something?
It was 4, yeah. It was 4. Something like that.
6. It's actually 6.
6?
Legitly, that's like one of the 4 things I have written down.
Christ, okay. It was 6.
The only note that he took in the entire campaign.
King Gray.
Jars of oil we bought.
It literally says King Marcus Gray, bag of holding, rope, oil, pythons, because that's what Jay was calling them at the time. So we have a bag of pythons, we got some rope, and we got 6 bottles of oil.
Hey, I said pythons, not pythons.
You said pythons.
There's some pythons in your bag.
You have some pythons in your bag, do ya? What? What's that?
I mean, it's true. We could mage hand it, but I'm gonna say like Gotho's fairly confident in his ability to just pour liquid.
Yeah.
That's
just give me one dex check to do it all.
Please.
Dex. Crit 1.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
It would have been funny if it was a crit one. You would have just covered yourself in oil.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's a farmer for a moment. Like you'd think he's farmed in his past life. He's just going up and
He's
to the
playing
next line.
Stardew Valley. He's just walking up.
Pretty much, right? And then he's just kind of like drawing a trail. So it takes you about 20 minutes to do it. You guys realize you're running out of time, so you slowly start to speed it up a little bit more. But you kind of leave a trail from one to the other and then connect it to another, and so they're all intertwined and connected. Just a small puddle of the oil. It goes through about 3 bottles of the lantern oil.
With the exception of the 3 bombs on the left, which are their own separate line.
Okay. Yeah. And you've made them the separate line. They're not connected to the other ones, but they are still connected.
Correct. So, the 3 Western bombs are just one line of oil connecting the 3 of them.
If you were to look from an aerial view, he's like almost drawn a pentagram in lantern oil in these.
And now he's
it's like the fucking
now he's
crow.
speaking to unknown entities.
Yeah. He's the fucking crow right now. He's just making.
He's now sitting in the middle of the pentagram in this meditation stance.
Oh my god.
Actually, you said it takes about 20 minutes for him to do this.
Yeah.
While he does this, Randall will actually drop into like a lotus pose and just be like legs folded underneath him as he's sitting there and just kind of muttering to himself. Takes about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And what he's doing is summoning a friend.
Okay.
Suddenly he stands up and says, "Yes, we're here at the edge of the woods. Come on, where we met last time. We're making the trap. For King Gray, yes, exactly. We need you to scout! Oh, come on! All right, and at that moment, through the woods, bursts our old faithful friend, Moonheart, who I can speak with telepathically up to 2 miles, I believe.
I'm actually trying to find the picture of Moonheart. I know I have him. There he is.
Where's our backup of like 20 dudes?
That's right. We were supposed to have 10 rebels meet us, or was it the 10 to 12 rebels?
We're supposed to stand out in the opening.
They don't seem to be here currently.
Make sure you don't use the path. Go around.
Give me 2 seconds
Go around.
while I get Moonheart into the gate. As he just comes like
if you step on these bombs, I swear.
Barreling through the forest, Fora, and all of you guys, you see a familiar face. He's gonna burst through and just lands gracefully at the very front, looks around and... Randy, you sly dog!
You son of a bitch!
You beautiful man!
Go around! Go around!
Why?
Because you don't want to die! Go around! I don't want to die either!
Unless it is a glorious death.
It will be a good... No! Go around! Go around!
Yes! And he like briefly walks around and going for you and he looks over at Fora and... Oh, this magnificent woman! And goes over to her and starts to...
Look at the goat friend! And she just embraces the goat and starts... Shh.
Randall lets
I
it happen.
missed you too, my friend. I missed you too.
Knowing that this could be the last time
Yeah.
he ever sees Moonheart.
Where the
or
fuck-
Moonheart ever sees Fora, or any of them ever see anything. He just lets it happen.
Yeah. he just... Randy!
What a guy.
She's gorgeous! My lord!
I know, my friend.
How do you live near her?
I with barely contain myself. I'll tell you what.
And again, like
You
Fora
guys can hear me, but not.
yeah,
the
right. As he's licking, just bah, 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 like constantly over and over again.
I think he's hungry, Randall. Why don't you feed him something? Poor goat.
You wouldn't like what he wants to eat. Listen, Moonheart, come here.
Yes, Randy. Yes.
Friend, we need you to scout ahead in the woods and let us know the moment King Gray is coming with his troop.
Who's King Gray?
I honestly don't know. Look for a giant party of people. There's gonna be giants. There's gonna be vampires. It's gonna be like Monster Mash, but in here. It's gonna happen. It's all going down in about an hour or so, somewhere around then. We need to know. You tell me up here the moment and where they're coming from. Can you do this for me, friend?
Yes, Randy. Of course.
Get off the grass!
A task for the woman. There you go. You have a little Moonheart. Let me give you control of him
I have
really
control
quick.
of
Yeah.
Moonheart.
No one has
You
control
have
of
his
Moonheart.
stats and everything, right?
No one has control of Moonheart.
Nobody can control him.
Nobody can control
There we go. You should be able to control him now.
Oh, yeah! I'm sorry, yeah.
And he just says, Randy, I will return, you handsome man. plow that woman while I'm gone. And just takes off.
I will do
down
my best, you randy bastard.
quick kick and just starts leaping off into the forest and goes down the path.
Are you talking to the goat?
Yes.
Wow.
He will be doing scouting. Up ahead. He'll let us know when King Gray is coming. And he's a bit fey, if that's okay with you guys. He's gonna be fine in the fairy woods. Won't stick out or anything.
Oh,
Perfect.
the poor dear. I worry about that goat.
We were supposed to have rebels, fighters to be here.
Maybe they rebelled.
They were
See?
already rebelling.
The peasants are revolting. I'm sorry.
We will
No, you're
probably be on our own.
Yeah, this is.
At this point, Randall is standing there, kind of gently tossing one of the munitions up and down the air. Well, I think we have enough of these babies left over to make up for a few rebels.
Gotho's gonna reach out and just kind of, as he's tossing it up and down, Gotho just kind of like puts it back down in his hand. Don't throw those.
Oh shit! Yes. He immediately kind of like shelters it like next to his body.
Speaking of which, we only have 4 of those bombs left, right?
Yes. We had 16
planted.
total.
We
Four,
planted.
You have 15 in total.
9, 10, 11, 12 of our 15. So we have-
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was still thinking you guys had more than that. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So I think
So-
there was 17, and then we threw 2.
Yeah, the 17, you
earlier.
threw 2, and then 15.
So we
left.
have 3 left that are not planted. Okay, so Gotho hands one to Baranus, just in case.
Oh, thank you.
You did see what happened last night, right?
You saw nothing?
That is why Gotho is giving it to him.
I while he's doing that, I want to have put leaves. I'm making myself a ghillie suit. It
Okay.
looks horrible, probably.
Roll
I'm
me-
laying down on the ground.
Roll me a survival check.
Yeah.
How good does this ghillie suit look?
Oh man.
You see him he starts to take twigs and mud and stick a twig to his face.
Yep.
Another one and a leaf until he's covered. His face is fully covered in leaves and he's got this small mantle of leaves. The rest of him, not so much. There's 1 or 2 twigs, maybe a branch, and then he just assumes a prone position.
So basically just his head and face, right? So if he were sticking out of a bag of holding, he would be hard to see.
Yeah.
Heads would roll, my friend. Heads would roll.
Damn it.
Randall's actually doing the exact opposite of that. He's
Yeah.
polishing his armor to where it's just glistening in the sunlight.
Okay.
Just pushing a large boulder into the clearing to stand on.
Yeah, exactly.
Triumphantly in
Measuring the
middle.
boulder, pushing that one out of the way, getting a bigger boulder.
Today you will meet your doom.
Which one of you is Marcus?
Just pointing at the giant.
Okay. As you guys are setting up, a couple moments go by, and then you, Randall, you hear kind of in your headset. On your headset. you kind of get a feeling that
Morse code being tapped
Randall,
out by
yeah,
Moonheart
clean up
starts
in
to
aisle
contact
3,
you.
Randall.
Yeah.
So
His big mouse to make
There's a guy in your
Yeah, I'll have a double Big Mac and a large.
Randy stops at McDonald's. Moonheart comes in. Randall, are you there?
Shit! Yes, what?
There are giants everywhere.
He says there are giants everywhere. How far from the camp? Where are they headed?
Down the road.
They're coming down the road, through the water, along the river.
Yes.
Ask him
They're coming along the river.
Ask him if there is an important looking whatever. Can he see the thing?
Moonheart, can you see an important looking being?
Carriage.
Maybe a
That is
vampire.
the human word. Carriage. Is there a carriage of some sort?
A carriage.
Bro, during this, I'm gonna have everybody come back behind the safety line of explosives since we have our.
Okay.
When we checked the tracks earlier, you said I could see wheel tracks, right?
Oh yeah,
there was a
you saw 3 sets of wheel tracks that all converged into one. And he kind of, one moment. There's a carriage far back. But they're scouting. And you guys can now hear a.
It's as we feared. They're scouting ahead. The carriage is far back.
I
And-
want to look at Randall.
Is it the right logo? The symbol? The king?
What does
my behind this is Baranus is worried about the giants from the city. This is not the giants. I want this to be King Gray. And not a wandering princess.
Moonheart is there? It's not a wandering princess, is it? What does the crest look like on the carriage?
A couple moments go by and... Randy, they fly no flags! They are pirates!
They fly no
Pirates of the forest, Randall!
Pirates. Randy is like gone, they're pirates! The pirates off the seas? What the hell are they doing this firing? I don't know why I'm doing this.
And you guys,
My people, damn it!
as you guys,
Get my people out of there!
you're all slowly going to cover, real quick.
Yes.
As you guys like duck into cover, Randy, watch out! And you see the feet first. Two gigantic sets of feet just kind of lumber into the clearing from the forest, and then a moment later, their heads appear through the canopy above. These towering, massive giants step through, and we're gonna take a quick break right there.